Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of year again where we are having our year in reviews and all of the lists, all of the most important things that are happening and all the most important people are going to be cataloged as those that you need to pay attention to in 2024. And I'm of a certain age where I used to remember that the Forbes 30 under 30 used to simply just be, a list of 30 people, okay? But now it's broken into several groups. And taking a look at this, veritable who's that of the industry, none of these people look inspiring at all, and they all just look very, very tiny. Like, what does that guy have, like a 23-inch inseam? Like, what the hell is going on here? But the only guy who looks like, he might actually be some sort of a formidable adversary, well, outside of the one in the snakeskin, looks like they've been afflicted with up syndrome, is sitting down, so he doesn't tower over everybody else. Because okay, that's one of Caitlyn Jenner's girls. Yeah, sure, okay, but again, like, none of these people look familiar at all whatsoever, but that's fine. They're going to be the leaders of the future, guys. But Forbes also has everybody segmented in different lanes, and they have the individual 30 under 30 lists for art and style, Hollywood and entertainment, retail and e-commerce, healthcare, consumer technology. Oh, what else do we got? Sports, marketing and advertising, and then we got energy, science, media. Okay, so far so good. And then we got music and get the fuck no what are you kidding? It's real, guys. Of course it is. Fucking Forbes, man. What the hell are you guys doing? Transgender influencer who successfully dethroned the best-selling, multi-decade best-selling beer in the United States is the face of the 30 under 30 list for social media. What the fuck, man? Dylan Mulvaney selected the Forbes 30 under 30 list. Not just, snuck into the bottom line or anything like that. Fucking front and center, my guy. What are you doing? Okay. The Business magazine honored the former Bud Light spokesperson among 29 other social media personalities who have shaped the creator economy, which is noted as a $250 billion industry estimated to roughly double over the next 5 years. Hilarious. How much money directly did Dylan Mulvaney end up costing Anheuser Busch? $40 billion? Interesting. Yeah, so hopefully their profits double so they could recover from that. Mulvaney has been a prominent social media figure this year, as the influencer has used the medium to document her gender transition. Well, not really, just kind of culminated. Everything kicked off with the culmination of that quote-unquote journey, and then just ended up riding the wave of killing a brand. Like, again, I don't really know what Dylan did this year, outside of make a couple of very, very poorly received social media posts. But I guess, you know what, hey, when it comes to simply getting your name out there, maybe Dylan did end up earning their position on the list. Forbes published this, the list this week, stating, with the help of nominations from the public as well as expertise from Forbes tech journalists and judges from all corners of creatordom. Who are the creators this time around? But okay, let's take a look at the rest of the list here. Alan Ching Chong, whatever. Molly Burke. I've heard of that Drewski guy before. He's in a bunch of memes. But the rest of these people, yeah, okay. And is somebody who's, I guess, theoretically, Stephen He. Emotional damage. Okay. Yeah, but I don't know the rest of these people. Like, what the fuck are we do? What's wrong with her face? But what? What? Okay. Marquise Brownlee. Okay. He's actually successful. But the rest of those, okay. But Helen he's been building his fucking platform for like the better part of a decade. And here's your judges. I've never heard of any of these people. Fashion VP of Meta, partner at one of them boys clubs, co-founder of Duke McKenna. Who the fuck are these people? But they're the tastemakers for the public, right? Okay, then. This year's Forbes 30 under 30 social media list highlights the young founders, industry leaders, and online stars transforming the creator economy and future of the internet. Right. Because when I see Dylan Mulvaney, when I am reminded of the Bud Light catastrophe, I'm thinking of somebody that's leading the industry. Yeah, right into the fucking gutter. In addition to Mulvaney, Yellett also honored young social media creators, including comedians Alan Chinkin Chow, yeah, okay, and Stephen He, fashion executive. I don't know these people, except for Stephen He, for some very funny comedy skits, if we're going to keep it a buck. Mentioning Mulvaney's place on the list, Forbes stated, our call-out, Dylan Mulvaney, 26, is a creator, actress, and big gay activist who gained virality with her Days of Girlhood series. Is that what Dylan ended up gaining popularity from? Is that what happened? Or is there a little bit more to this biography than meets the eye? Whether somebody's trans or not, I just hope that they can watch my videos and feel inspired to unlock a new part of themselves. He says, yeah, whatever. Mulvaney, who was named a 2023 Forbes top creator and raked in an estimated $2 million in earnings last year, found herself at the center of an unexpected political crossfire after Bud Light paid her to post a video featuring a custom beer can with a face on the can. Oh, now we're just going to go ahead and admit that, but I thought, according to InBev CEO, it was just a can and it was just a post. There was no money exchanged. Oh, weird. Nevertheless, landed partnerships with companies like Nike and Mac. What is it? Kitchenware or KitchenAid or something like that. Probably a lot of aids involved. But Hyatt Hotels. But yeah, and outside of the Nike sponsorship, like it's pretty much Bud Light, right? Like that's about it. And I'm such a big fan of beer. Don't you know I drink out of a mason jar? Last year, sat down with Joe Biden to discuss trans rights. Yeah, won the Breakout Creator of the Year at the Streamy Awards, the Oscars of the internet. No, but okay. I always want my followers to know it's because of them that I'm in these rooms. Yeah, exactly. It'll probably be because of them that you'll be found in one room, fucking Kate Spade style one day. Mentioning Mulvaney's place on the list, Forbes stated, yes, our call out, because Mulvaney did the Days of Girlhood thing that wasn't fucking creepy or targeted towards children at all in order to push an agenda. Forbes' entry on for Mulvaney featured a photo of the influencer with dyed blonde hair. And yeah, we seen it. It's fucking gross. Not as gross as that one, which, oh my god, you know, if you have a shorter skirt like that, okay, your balls might fall out. This isn't the first recognition that Mulvaney has received from Forbes. Earlier this year, the influencer was invited to speak at, the 2023 Forbes CMO Summit. Yeah, Chief Marketing Officer. Hi, here's everything. Okay, Dylan's going to come up onto the stage, and everything that is discussed, you guys just go out there and do the opposite. Unless, of course, you're trying to kill your company. During the address, the former Bud Light spokesperson urged companies to get more serious about promoting diversity in the boardroom and their consulting staff, and everybody's like, I'm listening to that, and not do so in just a performative way. Great advice. Mulvaney justified her speech by mentioning the hate and vitriol she received from consumers after Bud Light partnered with her. She has also accused the beer brand of abandoning her. Yes, in your time of need. Bud Light, why? In my toughest times, when I was walking on the beach, there were 2 sets of footprints, and then when things got difficult, there was only 1 set, and then I looked over, and Alyssa Heinerschneid said, no, that was at the point in time where I got fired and I can no longer walk alongside you on the beach. I think that's how that old proverb goes. She also accused the beer brand, yes, of abandoning her in a social media clip shared in June, which we went over. It was funny. For a company to hire a trans person and then not publicly stand by them is worse, in my opinion, than by not hiring a trans person at all. See, that's the perfect way to end this, by the way. Okay, this is the reason why you don't deal with people who have undiagnosed mental issues like this, or improperly diagnosed mental issues like this. Okay, if you think unironically that a company that you helped burn billions of dollars over owes you anything, you were hired as a contractor. Okay, it's like if a contractor goes to another job. Okay, you have somebody doing some construction on your property. Okay, and then they end up, they do a good job for you. Okay, whatever, goods and services are exchanged for the services they provide for you. Okay, good, your contract is complete. Okay, whatever happens to it, everything's fine on your end. They go to something else, and then they're building a gazebo for you, and they end up falling off and breaking their leg, and then they make this modeling video where they just try to accuse you. Oh, nobody of my previous employers reached out to me, and I just got targeted by the industry. That's what this strong safety is alleging. Like, okay, listen. Oh, and that analogy, needs a little bit of buttressing. Okay, so yeah, just think of that broken-legged contractor, after having their leg put in a cast, comes back and burns down your gazebo, because that's what ended up happening, right? Because Bud Light still has a huge stigma attached to it. I've got another video coming out over the weekend that also shows that Bud Light, guess what, hasn't recovered at all. Yeah, I know, big shock, right? But Bud Light was carrying all of that stuff, okay? They didn't blame you at all whatsoever, even though you were the one continuing to just fire backhanded compliments, or rather backhanded attacks, being passive-aggressive, really internalizing your femininity. They don't owe you anything. But it's going to be funny, man, with everything that happened in 2023, with all of the backlash for all of these big gay agenda-pushing tactics, just how terrible, just how overt they're going to be about it in 2024. Or are they going to take a step back and reanalyze the situation? Nah, let's just keep it a buck, okay? They're going to once again double down on all of this stuff, and Pride Week, Pride Month is going to become Pride Season. So everybody just start affixing your Pride flags, whatever they're supposed to look like next year. Get them ready to fly. Probably start to commemorate on the death day for Bud Light. April 1st, baby. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.